Hello and welcome. I am Nikki Beaver, the National Federation of Republican Women Political Director. And as you know, or maybe you don't know, the NFRW and the RNC have teamed up with a women's initiative called WIN, Women Increasing Numbers. And what better
Love
candidate to
it.
support with this initiative than Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears? Welcome and thank you so much for being with us. I know you're busy right now.
Is that what you call it? I call it many sleepless nights and very hard days because, we have, what is it, 13 days in a wake up. We're going to win.
Yes, ma'am. All right, well, let's get into it. So, this has been a very tight race, but you have incredible momentum right now. Your opponent, Abigail Spanberger, basically said nothing, answered nothing in the debate a couple weeks ago. She gave such a nothing burger performance that President Obama now has to swoop into Virginia and try to revive her campaign. So, can you share with us how things are going on the campaign, how you're feeling, what you're hearing?
So we are actually, according to, the polls that we are either down to, neck and neck, or up to. And nobody thought that we would be in this position at this time. I mean, they've written us off. I mean, Abigail, I think she was past measuring for curtains. She was buying fabric. But, really, when you have the right ideas, the common sense ideas, eventually it will win out. And that's what you're seeing, because we know there are three things generally that people have been telling us. And number one, they want to make sure that they keep as much of the income that they make in their own pocket. So we've returned over $9 billion back to the people. And in fact, this month, I think it was last week, we started sending out income tax returns, even more checks to folks. And so, as opposed to Maryland, our neighbor to the north, where they are in the hole and taxing the people to death, we are returning money still. And then, we want to make sure we get rid of this awful, wicked car tax. Nobody wants it. It's time. And then we have some of the tax policy that we're going to be returning even more money on various products to the people. So taxes are an issue. Number two, and I'm going to run through this very quickly, safety and security. If you're not safe in your homes, if we don't have our children able to walk the neighborhoods or whatever, it's not going to work. If your business inventory is walking out the door, you've seen where in some of these blue states, you load up the cart and you just walk out the door. And what if you're a small business and that happens, you're dead in the water. And so we can't have that in Virginia. We're not soft on crime. My opponent, Abigail, is soft on crime. And by the way, she's going to increase taxes. She's already said that. She voted for open borders. What in the world? She voted against the Lake and Riley Act, which simply said, if you're a criminal and you're illegally here, you got to go. You got to go back home. We found the number 3 MS-13 leader right here. We found Trinidad Agua, Chinese communists, cartels, you name it, right here. We cannot afford to have that here in Virginia. And we're not getting rid of the qualified immunity that law enforcement enjoy, or we're not going to get rid of and defund them, which my opponent says she's going to do. So, and then I think number 3, jobs. We've got to continue to create jobs. And we're talking about a job, we're talking about a life that's changed. We're talking about a family. We're talking about the opportunity to start creating generational wealth. And we know how to do this here. We have seen so many companies coming to Virginia. One recent example is Eli Lilly. They are going to be bringing $5 billion in an investment to Virginia. Believe it or not, Nikki, there were 46 states that submitted 400 applications to them, and they said, we want to be in Virginia. My opponent's problem is she was never part of any of this. And the people like it. And so that's why you see the polls are where they are. I don't need on the job training. I've been here. I've been doing the work. Abigail, where have you been? Wait, no. Abigail, where have you been exactly? In Congress.
Well, and you touched on some of this, but as we have all seen, Abigail Spanberger represents the kind of swamp Washington politics that Virginians are tired of, from refusing to hold her own party accountable over the J. Jones texting scandal to supporting Biden-era economic policies that were epic failures to refusing to protect children, especially little girls. So many see this as out of step with Virginia's values. Can you expand And you have a little bit, but can you expand on why Abigail Spanberger's record and leadership style make her unfit to lead the Commonwealth, especially at a time when voters are demanding accountability, affordability, and just common sense?
And that's it exactly. It's simple common sense. She says, for example, she's going to get rid of oil and gas in Virginia. And then what, Abigail? What do we do? What kind of energy are we going to have? Do you know that right now we're starting to experience an increase in our energy bills? And that's because every single Democrat voted for the Virginia Clean Economy Act, which means we're going to only have solar and wind, and we're going to drive up your electric bills. And so you're seeing, for example, our voters in the Southwest, they are experiencing $800 a month all the way up to $1,600 a month energy bills, and winter is coming. What are they going to do? Are they going to pay the mortgage, or are they going to pay the electric bill? Are they going to buy medicine? Are they going to buy groceries? What do they do? And yet here is Abigail saying that vote for her because she is going to help you with your energy bills. Really, she's going to help make it go up because she supported that. That's what she wants. She's going to get us into the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative. That's from California. It's a mess. It's an absolute nonsense. So we cannot have her. I think I lost you there for a minute. And then, of course, she voted. She didn't just support it, she voted for our girls to be nude in front of men. It's crazy. In the locker room, she voted for that. And you saw when I asked her on the debate stage, what if your little girl comes and asks you and she's crying, what should she do? And she had nothing to say, nothing to say. We cannot have this woman. She will destroy everything. And we have not come this far to only go this far. And then, of course, finally, the Jay Jones issue. Listen, she just did an interview with Katie Couric where she said, had they known, back then that this is what, early on. Well, it's murder, Abigail. You're advocating for murder, Jay Jones is. And that means if he's advocating for murder, now that you know, you should still feel the same way and tell him to get out of the race. Abigail would never hire him in her administration, never, knowing that he advocates for murder. So why is he okay to be our top cop? Can't have him as our attorney general. But she's not too far from it either, because she herself said to her supporters, let your rage fuel you. Fuel what, Abigail? What rage? And against whom exactly? Haven't we had enough political violence? No, she cannot be our governor.
No, our side has definitely had enough political violence.
Mm.
Well, so okay, so all of that is so wonderful, and we appreciate you. We're in the final stretch of this campaign. We want to help push you over the victory line here. What do you feel is the most important thing that our women can help you with from across the country?
So, of course, prayer. It starts there. But we pray in so very many ways. Once you're on your knees praying, then of course we need prayer and money. We need prayer in door knocking. We need prayer in yard signs. We need prayer in talking to people. We need prayer in letters to the editor. Prayer everywhere. Let me tell you something. I've seen where I've gotten a check for $3 and $4. And of course, yes, but I tell you, I came into my accountant's office one day and I saw those checks and tears, and I prayed over them to thank God for all of these folks who have just wanted to contribute something. And so whatever you sent to me, it will be more than what I had before you sent it. So I'm very grateful. It is the little $5 and $10 and $15 that have been keeping me going.
Yes, every little penny can help. Everything that anyone can do can help. And we have a job for you if you want to help. So go to womenthatwin.org and sign up. You can phone call from wherever you are, from your car and lunch, at home, wherever you can squeeze in a few minutes and make a few phone calls. You can come to Virginia and door knock. We can find something for you to do if you want to help. So womenthatwin.org. Thank you so much.
Look at that, wins.
Yeah.
Wins.
I just had a Freudian slip. I said Governor Winsome Sears, Lieutenant Governor. Thank you so much. Soon to be governor. We appreciate you so much. I know you've got more events to get to, so thank you and womenthatwin.org. And any last words from you?
We're going to win this. We're not giving up. Always keep the fight. Never, never, never give up.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you on the campaign trail.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hello, my lovelies. I'm Shelley Davis, president of the Virginia Federation of Republican Women. In the last election, Republican women across the nation volunteered more than 11 million hours. We made more than 4 million phone calls, and we knocked on countless doors to deliver a victory and elect Donald Trump president. And we need that same energy here in Virginia. We are trying to get Winsome Earl Sears across the finish line with less than 2 weeks to go. We need your help. And I invite all Republican women across the nation to go to womenthatwin.org to sign up and help us secure a victory for a principled leader and help us keep Virginia red. So please go to womenthatwin.org and help us elect Winsome. Thank you so much.